It's the newest foam profile from Horizon in recent history, and man, does this thing fly really good. Hey there, I'm John, this is Two Brothers RC, and this is the E-flite 4Site. It's a biplane, it's a profile, it's a blast from the past, and it's awesome. I'm gonna level with you guys up front. I have zero interest in making a review system for profile planes at the moment. I've reviewed other planes similar to this and I didn't bother grading them either. I'm just gonna show you what it comes with, what it can do, and let you make up your own mind. That said, let's take a look at it and see what it's capable of. As a profile plane, it excels in flying in confined areas. This park is not very big with trees and other obstructions nearby, yet it just floats around easily even when I'm deliberately flying it near obstructions like an empty playground. Profiles like this 4Site are not only fun, they're also great trainers for learning and building your 3D skill set. I know some dudes poo-poo on the idea of flying 3D, but nothing makes you a better pilot than understanding every aspect of a plane's orientation and what control surfaces you should be using. The 4Site should help with that. Because it's a profile, it bites into the air like it's a gigantic wing, which is pretty much what it is. Any profile tends to fly super good, and having AS3X Plus out of the box makes it enjoyable to fly even in wind, which unfortunately does tend to bug it a little, so don't fly in strong winds and you should be okay. Okay, let's cover the major aspects of 4Site, because even when I make a script and do voiceover like this, sometimes I forget to fully explain everything that I meant to talk about. So let's kick this off by mentioning that the 4Site uses completely metal-geared servos. Unlike a Radix, which used plastic tail servos, this one is completely metal. It adds a little bit of weight to the plane, but it also adds complete reliability. Even if you crash, they'll still work. Ask me how I know. Go on, ask me. I've been informed that a Radix will eventually feature full metal geared servos. It's a great little plane, so be sure to check out our review in the card at the top right if you want to see what it's capable of. Speaking of a Radix, it does have a smaller wingspan than that plane does, but 4Site is a biplane, so it has quite a bit of wing area. Having flown both of them, I can tell you with absolute certainty that the 4Site flies similar, but it definitely bites into the air more aggressively. That's a good thing because it tracks really nice. 4Site does feature an IC2 connector, but you don't need to use a smart battery for it. I got 4 600 mAh packs from Spectrum that I did most of my flying on, but I also had other batteries that I had to use as well, some of which didn't have an IC adapter, so I used an IC to JST adapter and it worked great. It even held on during this stupid crash landing that I did. Foresight also features 2 battery locations, one at the front and one beneath the wing, for those of you who really enjoy flying unstable airplanes. You guys know me, and how I enjoy a proper aft center of gravity. I flew this on both the front and aft locations, and I found that I preferred it being on the front actually. Because it's so close to being tail heavy on the rear battery location, the plane has a tendency to pitch up on its own while inverted, which also kind of messes up some of the maneuvers I was trying to do. And it also requires more stick work to stay at a knife edge. It doesn't fly bad this way, just different, and I preferred the less stressful center of gravity that the forward strap offered. I know, totally out of character for me, but I'm trying to improve my 3D skills with 4Site, not find more ways to crash it yet again. Because profile planes tend to be durable, you can use them to help improve your stick skills, orientation, and get better at flying in general. You can really learn how to push your 3D skill set by doing combinations of various maneuvers, like try a wall-to-waterfall combo followed by a rolling harrier if you're up for it. Or if you're like me, you mess it up because you need more practice. But that's okay, that's what glue is for. If you really mess it up, no big deal. Parts are easily replaceable and they don't cost much either. And messing up is definitely something you shouldn't worry about. It's all part of the process of improving. I messed up at least 3 times and I was able to glue it back together without any problems. While there are other profiles out there that are super durable, if they break, well, they pretty much generally have to be rebuilt, and they don't come in a snap-together configuration like this one does. I was able to build ForeSite in about 10 minutes, way faster than it used to take to build the original ForeSite, considering it was a glue-together project that would definitely take at least a day or 2 to work on. Time is money, man. While I have built profiles from other companies before and they do fly fantastic, the biggest drawback is having to put together an entire kit with glue when all you really want to do is just go out and fly. So it's great that we have more options available now, because this thing really does fly damned good for the price. Like I said earlier, one of the biggest reasons that I would suggest getting a profile of any type, especially one as easy to fly and assemble as ForeSite, is because it's a vital tool to improve your flying ability. Simulator practice only goes so far. Nothing beats the adrenaline rush and mistake potential of flying maneuvers in reality. Making mistakes and understanding what your limits are as a pilot are 2 critical aspects toward improving how you fly. If you're trying to become a better pilot, a profile airplane is a low-cost, low-stress way to experience the edge of your own flight envelope with minimal repercussions if you fail. Because really, the biggest issue is that you'll just have to glue a piece of foam board back on. It's really hard to permanently destroy these planes, which is one of the reasons why they make great trainers for stick skills. It's possible to learn on a simulator too, but nothing beats true-to-life physics. A simulator can only go so far in your pilot training, and don't think that just because you can fly well already that there's no use for continuing education. Flying is a skill that you improve with constant practice. The more you fly, the better you get. The more you fly outside your own comfort zone, the faster you improve. So, to wrap this video up, this is a bone stock ForeSite flying on 150 travel with 50% expo across the board with 100% rate. It uses the same AS3X Plus settings that come preset by the factory. I did experiment with various centers of gravity, but ultimately decided that I preferred it to be on the front strap. The 600 mAh Spectrum batteries worked well, but I also had some non-Spectrum 800 mAh packs that were also acceptable and flew a little longer. I'll have links in the description for Spectrum 800 mAh packs that will work really well on this plane, along with some connectors that you can use to convert the IC2 standard over to different plugs if you'd prefer using non-Spectrum packs. I will say wholeheartedly that I had a ton of fun flying this plane, and I'm looking forward to finally getting some downtime so I can actually go out and practice. I end up spending most of my filming time practicing new maneuvers, so it doesn't always look as refined as a certified team pilot trademark who gets to basically do nothing but fly the same plane over and over again, which sometimes I kinda envy because being a YouTube pilot means that I'm constantly flying new stuff, and I don't just get to fly the same thing over and over. It's something I kinda miss. That being said, huge thanks to Horizon Hobby for sending this plane over to us to demo for you today. I'm always grateful to be included in the first batch of people who can give you their impressions on a plane, and I think this is one that you're gonna love. Pick it up from the links below to help support us at no additional cost to you. If you want to be even more supportive than that, you can join our channel members on twobrosrc.com/supporters, including our awesome mega fans, Sarasota RC Squadron, Michael Smith, JR Man, and Todd, along with our fantastic Ultra fans, Seahawk92 and TBRC Fan. Love you guys. The outpouring of support you show, even if you're just leaving comments and engaging with us on the regular, means the world to Liz and I, and we thank you very much for choosing to watch us and the goofy crap that we get up to here at TBRC. See you again next week, finally, with a look at the Freewing SR-71 twin 70mm. This thing is interesting, and I'm gonna be curious to see how you guys react to it.